What badge do you wear? A number of years ago, the place where I was working at that time, a group of us got together and decided to go and see a movie. We went to see the movie, The Fighting Temptations. If you're not familiar, don't remember that movie. It's a movie with Beyonce and Cuba Gooding Jr. about a young man who would inherit money if he would bring together a choir back in his hometown down south and all of the things that happened there. And we saw the movie, and then we walked out to the parking lot together, and one of our co-workers, and this was typical of her, was singing and dancing the way that she did. And she started singing one of the songs from the movie. And in that movie, there were some lines that she kept singing over and over again that said, "I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy." And she kept on singing those two lines more so than any other part of the movie. "I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy." And it got to the point where I stopped her and I said, "Did you hear anything else from the song other than I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy?" And she said, but it's true. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. And I tried to say something else to her, but she was determined to argue for her limitations. And she continued to sing that, and so I let it go. And sadly, I watched her, and I saw that she lived up to those things, because she was a very gifted person. She was a writer who could write in such a way that when you read her words, you were right there in the experience, in the scene that she was writing. You could taste what she was describing. You could hear it. You could smell it. You could touch it. You could just feel all of the emotions and things that were there. It was such a vivid way she had of portraying things and all of that. But I also saw the "I'm not worthy" badge that she wore take over, because that same person struggled with addiction to the point that she lost everything that she had. She lost her car, she lost her job, she lost custody of her son, everything that she had. And the part of it is because something that she kept telling herself was, "I'm not worthy." And unfortunately, there are a lot of times that people are taught that the way in which we are to respond to life is to respond from the perspective of not being worthy. Unfortunately, a lot of times, in a lot of cases, in religious circles and religious settings, one of the things that is encouraged is the idea that we are not worthy, and it's only by God's grace that we can even live or have life or do anything. And the kind of thing that Eric Butterworth talks about all the time, of the beggar with their hat in hand, pleading for God to do this or to do that for me. "I'm not worthy, but if you will just show me grace and mercy just this one time." I'm not worthy. The badge of unworthiness. And in the midst of all of that, in the midst of sometimes we ourselves may even get caught up in the "I'm not worthy" feeling, and may even want to put on the "I'm not worthy" badge. This morning, I'm inviting you to take it off, because I'm standing here with the boldness, the audacity, the unmitigated gall to stand here and say, celebrate yourself.
Yeah.
Celebrate yourself. Know that you indeed are worthy. Celebrate it. Celebrate yourself. And there are reasons. People will come up with all kinds of reasons why, well, I would celebrate myself because of this, I would celebrate myself because of that. All kinds of reasons, and I'm here to tell you that those reasons don't work anymore. Celebrate yourself, not despite your past, but because of it. Not despite your past, but because of it. You've had failures, you've had disappointments, you've had those kinds of things that may have happened, that may have wounded you in one way or another. You've had some bad things happen and all of that, but you're here. Woo! You're here. Celebrate yourself. You've heard me say before, and I thought about it, how when I was living in Texas and serving as a pastor there, and I went through a particular period in my life one of the worst days, in fact, not one of, the worst day of the week for me was Sunday. Because I was staying in the pulpit and tried to tell people to have hope, and I had very little hope. I had things happening around me, things happening in my life that had me in that state of feeling unworthy, and I was there, and I thought about those things, and I thought how those things happened for me, and all of that, and I could have been crippled by those things, and I thought about the fact that when I started to turn things around, when I discovered that there was something deeper within me, and I was able to get through that, and I decided that I needed to make a change, I needed to make a new start, I left Texas and I moved here, and I thought back to the fact that had it not been for those things that happened back then, I probably wouldn't even be here today. Open Heart probably wouldn't be here. I probably would not know any of you, and you probably would not have known each other, many cases, because of that. And so when I look back on that, I bless it. I understand that I got through it, that I'm here. And whatever it is that you have been through, whatever it is that you might be going through, celebrate yourself because you are here. You are here. And when you learn to celebrate yourself because you are here, because you showed up and you continue to show up and Spirit shows up inside of you. Because see, when we celebrate ourselves, when you celebrate yourself, you are celebrating that which is in you, that sustains you, that creates in you each and every day, that which is your divine inner power. Celebrate it. Be happy about it. Find the joy in it. There's some ways that we can do that, some ways that we can get caught in a way that we continue to celebrate ourselves. And one of the first things is to focus. To focus. And what I mean by focus, don't just start the day any old kind of way. Oh, if you have an alarm clock, the alarm clock went off, or the dog jumped on the bed, or the cat is meowing for food, or your significant other nudged you, or they're snoring, got you too loud, whatever it might be. Don't just start the day like that. Start the day with intention. As a matter of fact, before you go to bed the night before, tell yourself, I am in the divine flow. I am grateful for this pillow. I'm grateful for this bed. I'm grateful for these covers. I'm grateful for all that life has to offer. I know that something might have happened this day that made me want to go there, but right now I'm here, and I'm happy that I'm here, and I'm happy for all that has. And as I move into my time of sleep, I'm going to go with the expectation this is going to be a restful sleep. This is going to be a good sleep. This is going to be a wonderful sleep. I'm going to have dreams that will nurture me and inspire me and move me and motivate me. And then when you get ready to get up in the morning, before you do anything else, you connect with the source, the divine that is within, and you say, thank you. I celebrate myself. I celebrate life and set your intention for the day. And I see things happening wonderfully. I see things flowing smoothly. I'm having great conversations with other people. I'm having experience. That person that worked my last nerve yesterday, they can't work it today. I got some more nerves now. I'm going to let them do that. You do those things and you connect with the source. You do something intentional each and every day. We have an expression that we like to use, something gives me life. You know, you'll see people post on social media, this cinnamon roll gives me life. Jay-Z's new album gives me life. Yeah. That dress that she's wearing gives me life. That suit he's got on, get all of those things that gives me life. Find something that gives you life and connect to it every day. It gives you life. I heard a man say the other day that he was in the store and he purchased something and he was interacting with the clerk, and as he walked out the door, he turned to the clerk and he said, have a good day. She said, I am, because it's my right. It's my right to a good day. You have a right to a good day. Take it, exercise it, claim it, make it yours. Live in that way. I was listening to the radio the other day, and they played the Nat King Cole song, Straighten Up and Fly Right. And if you've not heard the song or the lyrics, listen to the lyrics. But the host of the show went on to give the background of that song. And Nat King Cole's father was a Baptist minister in Birmingham, and it was a story that he used to use a lot in his sermons. And she gave the background of the story and how it happened. And if you think about the story and those things, there was the stories about a buzzard that was trying to figure out how to get his food. So the buzzard decided, well, what I'll do is I'll talk to an animal. I'll tell that animal, don't you want to experience life and experience the world from a bird's eye view? Don't you want to see things from the way I see them from my perspective? We can fly over rivers and lakes and streams and forests and all of that. Don't you want to go with me? Don't you want to experience that thing? And the animal would be all excited to get all caught up in it. And they say, yes, well, I'll go with you and everything. And the buzzard would have the animal get up on his back. They go flying off into the wild blue yonder, and they'd take it a few places for a while and all of that. And then all of a sudden, the buzzard would make a quick dive down. And when he did, the animal would always fall off his back, land down to earth, splat. There was breakfast. Find another animal, get up on his back, fly again, boom, splat. There's lunch, splat, there's dinner. Buzzard had figured it out. But what the buzzard didn't realize is that while it was doing all of this and it had found this new way of getting food, there was a monkey watching what the bird was doing. So when the buzzard got around to the monkey and asked, if you want to see the world, if you want to see it from my perspective, if you want to fly off into the wild blue yonder, and the monkey said, yeah. Do you want to have this? The monkey said, yeah, let's go, and all of that. And they got off, and monkey hopped on the buzzard's back and started flying around. Things were going well. The monkey was enjoying the sights and saying, yeah, this is a great idea. Look down there, there are my old monkey friends over there. There's that. I never knew about that jungle over there, that forest over there, all those things. They're having great things. And then the monkey had figured out what he was going to do. And just as the buzzard, he could feel it get ready to make that dive, the monkey reached down, grabbed the buzzard by the throat, and said, straighten up and fly. When life and your thoughts try to take you there, try to take you down, you have a creative power and expression that is in you. You have an ability that is in you that can, as we say all the time, change your thinking, change your life, that can turn things around. And as you see things about to go that way, you have the ability because you understand who you are now. You understand that the worthiness badge is taken off and that the worth badge is on, that the celebrate myself badge is on. You understand that now. And so when those things try to take you down, when things that people say try to take you down, when what you read on the news tries to take you down, when all of the injustices that are going on around try to take you down, you can grab those things, you can grab it by the throat and say, straighten up and fly right. I celebrate myself. I celebrate who I am. I celebrate what is in me. I have that ability to grab things and say, straighten up and fly right. Because presence, power, universe, God, whatever we choose to call it, source, dynamic energy, whatever it is in each and every one of us. It's not just a part of it, it's not a little bit, but it's all of it. We are not all of it, but it's all of us. And as we embrace that, as we grab a hold to that, as we understand that, we can celebrate ourselves. You can celebrate yourself and yourself and yourself and yourself. Celebrate because just who you are. Connect with what gives you life. Whatever it is, I didn't make any judgments about what it is, but whatever it is that gives you life, stay connected to it. And move in that way. That each and every day becomes a day of celebration, becomes a day of knowing your worth and your worthiness, becomes a day in which you have joy and a sense of peace and a sense of well-being and a sense of hope and a sense of just being in that place where all is all right, where all is well. And when you do that, you have straightened up and are flying backwards. And so
I invite you to take a breath, releasing this breath, knowing that there is only one power and one presence in the universe, and that is God. And as each of us embodies all that we've learned today, we take it in, we make it our own, and we simply live from those very truths. We give thanks for all that have participated today. We give thanks for the beautiful music, the centering moment, the affirmative reading, and just the energy that each and every person is brought into the space and into this place today. And as we move forward, we know that, yes, we are worthy. No matter what anybody else says, I'm good enough, I'm better than that, I got this, yes, I am worthy. No matter what has gone on in my past, no matter what trials, tribulations, mountains, valleys I had to go through, I celebrate myself. I'm on that celebration train because I'm good enough. Yes, I'm going to celebrate good times because I am the good times. I bring it. It's me. And when I lay down at night, I'm grateful for everything that has happened that day. Good, bad, ugly, in between, it doesn't matter. Because it makes me who I am. And I set my intention that night that yes, tomorrow might have been a little rough today, but you know tomorrow it's going to be a good day. When I wake up in the morning, I'm focused on my intentions. It's going to be a beautiful day, a wonderful day. Because today, I celebrate me. It's all about me, y'all. Don't know about the rest of y'all. It's all about me. I'm going to celebrate all that I am. Releasing off, letting go, letting God, and so it is.
so it is.